When Tilly Wedekind, Tilly Neves at that time, was first cast as Frank Wedekind's Lulu in his second sex tragedy, Pandora's Box, she actually felt pretty insecure. She really wanted to play the 15-year-old lift boy, Bob. She had played quite a few what were called breeches parts, where young actresses play the roles of young boys, ergo wear their costumes, ergo show their legs. And in fact, from the 1600 onwards, when women were first allowed to appear as actresses on the English stage, theatre audiences have salaciously enjoyed viewing women's bodies in this way. And it wasn't just about the male gaze. In Germany, from the late 1800s through to the erotic Weimar 1920s, sexual fluidity was fairly common. Lesbianism and bisexuality were almost a fashion, a trend. And Wedekind's two Lulu plays, Earth Spirit and Pandora's Box, epitomize this kind of sexual female liberation. You could say actually he was pretty groundbreaking for his day. So what kind of role is Lulu? She's been described as a night walker of love, an eternal giver, an eternal loser. She's arguably something of a monster. She's certainly a femme fatale. Her first husband dies of a heart attack out of sexual jealousy. Her second lover cuts his throat and dies by suicide. Her third lover is murdered by Lulu with a pistol. Her lesbian lover, Countess Geschwitz, is driven to abject poverty. Lulu herself is driven to prostitution with her ultimate client, Jack the Ripper, freeing the world of this voracious sex monster by brutally ripping out her guts. Lulu is very hard to play. She's a myth, a stereotype. Each of her admirers gives her a new pet name. She's called Nell, Eve, Mignon, Katya. They own her, they manipulate her into their own particular fantasy, and Lulu lets them. She's considered a Heilige und Hure, a saint and a whore, which was thought to be man's ideal fantasy. Wedekind was 40 years old when he met the 19-year-old Tilly. Their very first encounter was backstage just before the scene when they're going to go on stage and Frank's Jack the Ripper is going to murder Lulu's Tilly. And Tilly loved playing Lulu, ergo she loved playing this male fantasy of saint and whore. One review of Tilly as Lulu writes, as a whore, she knows she's inferior, but ultimately she has the final victory over the most intelligent man. Were they talking about Lulu and Jack the Ripper, or were they talking about Tilly and Frank? There's no question that Frank was playing out his sadomasochism through the role of Lulu, and he particularly liked the image of a riding crop. But more about that in another episode. So the question is, did Tilly become Lulu, or was Lulu already Tilly? Our solo play, Tilly Nobody, probes this very question.